All right, hey, welcome to Mr. Parker's neighborhood. I am Mr. Parker. We're on part two of my conversation with my little brother Keith Turner of Turner Technology. I got a few pictures I found of Brother Turner, and I'm gonna share them with you. And then after you see these pictures, then we're gonna talk a little bit more about what it is that he's doing and how you can make your money work a little bit better for you, and some resources we got. But check out some of these pictures of Brother Turner when he was a little younger, and we'll continue our conversation after that. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Parker's neighborhood. Yeah, man. I was able to pull a few of them pictures there. You little bitty cat. Ah! But
I'm looking forward to it. I hope these pictures weren't from any parties that we.
Hey, man. Hey. You're going the wrong route now. You're going the wrong route. We sticking with we sticking with Turner Technology. Let's go on back. Let's go on back. Continue.
Continue. On the same page. You know, this is that uncut free access people don't get. So a lot of times people don't realize, with the friends and the family, they don't realize how much fun we have. So
hey, look here, and like that again, like always, you was the only, and again, I gotta admit that you was the only one to always come out of nowhere and say, "Why CP ain't out here? I got the camera. You just mind your business." It's to make sure later on down the line, I got something to go back to. But yeah, man, go on tell us about the company, Turner Technology, and whatever else you got going. Cause you moving.
yeah, so like I said, we founded. I founded Turn Group Technologies in 2002. You can find it at turngroup.com, TURNGROUP.com, and it was something that I ended up doing not too long, maybe a couple years after I started in the IT field, because I was working for a company, and it was a great guy. There's some, sometimes you work for people and you end up, because you're new to something. I was young. I expected things to happen a different way, and the person wasn't a bad guy. At the time, I thought things should be different, and I ended up stepping away, but they ended up hiring me back. So they were actually my first actual client. They were my second actual client. A guy I worked with at East West Gateway who was working for an organization called Great Rivers Greenway, which develops a lot of the Greenway trails in the St. Louis region. he actually ended up reaching out to me to consult because they were starting that organization then. So they ended up being our third client, and we just kind of built that way. And so we were fortunate to be, in the right place in the right time, and I was able to get some people to support me and give me some advice. So we ended up getting a lot of awards over the years. I mean, not a lot, but we've gotten quite a few awards over the years, be it me in the leadership helm, so to speak, or the company just for performance and good customer service and that type of thing. So we've gotten some awards over the years, and I'm thankful for those and a lot of recognition. I've also written some children's books, 3 children's books, and I'm probably going to write a book about financial literacy soon to go in line with the grassroots effort to get people educated and knowledgeable about financial literacy, the Money Mondays, which you referred to earlier, which is something that we do on Mondays, not every Monday, but most Mondays in the evening, late afternoon, early evening. And we talk about financial topics that could be intimidating to the general public, but we talk about it because a lot of times people have a fear of how they understand how money works. And all we're trying to do with this effort is trying to make people feel less intimidated and feel more emboldened. So we talk about all different types of money topics, but we talk about those topics in a way that, if you don't understand them, you don't feel intimidated and won't ask questions. And we sometimes I have conversations with guests. With the pandemic going on, I haven't really had conversations with guests. It's been primarily me when we do it. But we have great guests. We talk about things like wills and trusts. We talk about calculating P ratios. We talk about the idea about investing. I mean, a lot of times growing up and even as an adult, you'll hear things about finances and you've checked out so long on them, or you've blocked them in your mind because you don't understand what they are, that you don't even think about understanding them. So if somebody starts talking about an inverse curve, T-bonds, a T-bill, sometimes people block it out. And I don't want people to block it out, because when it comes to your hard-earned money, Mondays is something 2 years ago. But, H is for Hope children's books are the 3 books. It's a book series. H is for hygiene, H is for healthy diet, and what you should do in case of an emergency. I started another company called NoRepublicansNeeded.com, which is T-shirts, but we end up funneling a news feed for information, because you get a lot of misinformation when we start talking about politics. And it's interesting because when people are attacking folks, a lot of times people don't want to stand up for themselves. So if you're getting attacked by some people who strategically are trying to deprive opportunities from you, it's amazing how many people have been conditioned to not stand up or try to play the middle. And in actuality, if somebody's attacking you, you need to stand up for yourself. And I've heard people who say things like, well, I'm not political, but the political system runs you, so you have to be an active participant or advocate for yourself. And so that's where No Republicans Needed came in. And more recently, I'm the primary partner, stakeholder with a company called Happy Dog Treats. And what these are, premium dog treats for people who love their dogs. And they're plant-based, they're peanut butter-based. The ingredients include peanut butter, banana, flour, water, some apples, and it's very straightforward, but people love them. So, if you follow us on IG at Happy Doggy Treats, or if you go to Facebook and find Happy Doggy Treats, just go to the website, happydoggytreats.shop or happydoggytreats.co, you'll find us. And they're great doggy treats, and you'll see testimonies on YouTube, you see testimonies on Instagram, and that's the latest thing. We actually launched it right before quarantine, but things happen for a reason, and so we're working on a plan to get them into different areas in this region that are usually untapped, and then also increase our online sales. So I encourage everybody, if you love your pet and you want them to have some healthy dog treats, we have balls and we have bars, and just check them out, and I guarantee your animal will love them. So that's kind of what I'm on now. I'm always involved with something. We got some awards 4 years ago for iChurch phone app, which was a phone app concept to help get better intelligence and analytics to churches and better understand their population. And I had another app that we were developing about volunteering and managing volunteers. So those are still on the shelf right now, but we've gotten awards for those. So a lot of stuff going on here. A lot of times when I have ideas, I kind of think them through, and if they stick with me, I end up doing a little bit more research and kind of testing the waters. But that's it, man. I'm just out here grinding like everybody else, man. I trying to pay my bills and make sure that, you know, that I'm being supportive in the family and make sure I'm being supportive with friends. That's about it.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you driving that brand new Porsche Road Ranger, you got to have that money right, man.
Hey, man, why you trying to get me robbed? People don't know. People don't know.
Look, look, come on, fam. We got to throw it out there. Hey, you know, I'm lying, y'all. He ain't driving a Ranger. He driving a Porsche, not a Ranger.
I got a
Here you go.
Ford. I got a Ford Pinto, and when it drives fast, it looks like a Ferrari. It goes real fast, it looks like a Porsche. So really, it's a Pinto, but it's really, you know, it looks like a Porsche. You're like, was that a Porsche? I don't, you know, I keep going. You know, so yeah, man, that's what it is.
But bro, like I said, man, it is so good, man, to hear about all the stuff that you got going now, and like I said, even learn a little bit about the past I missed.
Your daughter graduated. I'm proud of you. Your daughter graduated. You handling your business. I love it.
Man, look here, and that's why I call you and say, little bro, look here, I got an idea, and your thing is, and I say, and I love you for it because you say, yeah, that's good, see, but really, what you want to do with it? You tell me what you want to do with it, and then we can run. So you do to me, and it's funny, you do to me what I do to her. She calls to my daddy, I want to say that. I think about it, what you want to do with it. Okay, come on back and let me know. So yeah, no, when I come back to you, it's, I got it, little bro, here it is. And you say, yeah, that's 99% of it.
Well, you know, like, you know, I do a lot of community work. I do a lot of volunteer work. And some of these organizations I work with startup businesses. And one of the things that you learn a lot of times is people get excited about their ideas. And they don't really get as excited about the problem that they're solving, because a lot of times you need to be able to identify problems. So you don't have to be in business, but it makes the proposition easier, and it makes the potential customer better understand what you're trying to offer them as a solution. The other thing people don't often think about is, you know, how they gonna monetize the idea. You know, they think sometimes they build it, the money will come. People say, oh, you know, you're passionate, the money will come. And that's just not, it's not the reality in most cases. People blow a lot of money with that philosophy. That doesn't mean you lack faith in your idea. That doesn't mean that, you know, God doesn't provide. It doesn't mean any of that. It means that you need to strategically come up with a way to monetize your idea. It needs to be able to make money or pay for itself. It needs to be able to make money or pay for itself. It needs to be able to generate revenue, and it needs to, you know, it needs to fit in those categories of, you know, does it help somebody with their fear? Does it help somebody with their joy? You know, is it government regulated? You know, does it cater to their vanity? What is it that's going to make them want to spend money on it? And, you know, a lot of times people are just excited because they know how to do something. That's not what brings customers. You know, a lot of people's like, oh, well, you know, this person's a lawyer. I can do the same thing people in my firm doing. Let me step up and do my own thing. I mean, that might work, but you still need to understand how you're going to originate new customers, you know, how you're going to execute your marketing and advertising plan, you know, how you're going to get them to spend money. A lot of people will work with you all day long when you give them free stuff. When you start to ask them to pay for it, it don't always work out the same. So, you know, you have to figure out ways to monetize your ideas. You have to make the ideas compelling. And like I was telling one of my younger cousins the other day, is that, you know, you can't expect friends and family to sustain your business. They might, and they probably will, and that's great. You just count that as a blessing. But you really have to understand that you have a target customer out there. You need to find them, and you need to find them and make sure that they're spending money on your ideas and products. So, That's it, man. You know, I'm just out here grinding and trying to share the little things that I know with people. But man, I'm proud of you guys. I'm proud of my cousins. I'm proud of people I went to undergrad with, people I went to graduate school with, and it's just amazing when you see people doing great things. So I don't mind sharing my information. You ask me, I will. But man, my life has gone through so much. And, I count it all joy. It's all been a blessing. God's been good to me. I'm not where I would want to be. But, man, I've been so blessed that I really can't complain. So I just keep on trying. And, when things line up, great. If they don't line up, they just say, I need to work harder.
That's it, man. Again, man, brother, thank you so much, fella, for hanging out with your big brother. Your older brother, as you put it.
Anytime. I need somebody to have a house party. I need a card game. I need dominoes. I need some trash talk.
Well, look. When this thing clears up, we'll go to Dwayne's house.
I need to send Dwayne some money. I still owe Dwayne money from the Super Bowl party.
Yeah. Love you, little bro. Love you, man.
Love you, man.
We gonna holler. Be careful out there, boy.
You too.
All right. Peace. Hey. Well, I want to take time out again to thank Brother Turner for taking time out to give us a little insight on the technology and how to make your money work for you. Remember, check him out on Money Mondays on Facebook. Join them. Be a part of the team. Because you got to make your money work for you. Because as we realize and we seeing, ain't nobody looking out for you. And can't nobody look out for you better than you. So don't just hold to your money. Let your money make a way for you. So thank you again, Brother Turner. And it's time to get up out of here, y'all. Once again, thank you for checking out Mr. Parker's Neighborhood. And please, YouTube, please subscribe. Become a member of Mr. Parker's Neighborhood, and every time something come out, you'll know about it. Thank you so much. Enjoy. Be safe. Here we go, all together now. You should know it by now. If you live a life you love, you'll love the life you live. Be blessed and be safe. Till next time. Peace.